British rapper, Ghanaian British rapper, that we liked a lot the last album he put out, Edna. And that's Headie One, dropping Too Loyal for My Own Good. Like I said, I think we really liked Edna. We were pretty impressed with that album. Do you feel like Headie One kept it rolling with Too Loyal for My Own Good?
Yeah, sure. They kept it rolling. UK drill star at this point. Fast ascension, but now quite well established as one of the top tier British rappers going these days. And I don't think we got anything that we haven't gotten before from Heads, but what we're still getting, what we've come to expect from him, is always really solid. And when the beats are at their most grimiest, they are their most eeriest in the drill sense. His flow, his energy is always a good match. So I sort of liked it quite a bit. This mixtape, I wasn't really expecting it, to be honest. This is the third project of his in the past 2 calendar years, so he's been working.
Yeah, I definitely don't think this is like a step up or a step down from Edna. Pretty on par. I think the one thing that really stood out was it seemed like he was trying to expand the sound on this project a bit more, right? Um, there's a few songs, a lot more mellow production, especially near the back half of the project. There's also like a song or two where it sounds like he's putting in some Caribbean, some Afrobeat, some dance hall in there, and so I appreciate him, expanding his horizons here. But I think, like you said, where the songs are best are when he's in his zone with the grimy drill vibes for sure. So nothing like groundbreaking, but what were the songs you liked the most?
Right. So for me, the clear highlight is Beggars Can't Be Choosers, which was one
Oh
of
yeah,
the singles, just because the beat fucking goes,
hmm
and Headie is just on one the whole time on that song. It's just a great banger. And I think he kind of kept it going throughout this mixtape. I don't know, I don't feel like he's performed in this way in the past, but there was a lot of punchlines on this tape,
yeah.
a lot of references, and I noticed them, at least in a way that I hadn't noticed them in the past. But I think on Beggars Can't Be Choosers, was it the Bryson Tiller Mac Miller line is
Mhm.
quite notable to me. Later on, 2 Chainz, I feel like the weekend wake up, all I see is blinding lights, whatever he says. A lot of like obvious like punchlines on this,
Yeah,
but I think for Beggars Can't Be Choosers, like that shit just fucking bangs, and that's what I
yeah.
love from Headie, because his best songs are just crazy bangers.
Yeah, that was the clear standout to me as well. And actually, I think "Beggars Can't Be Choosers" and "Two Chains Back to Back" was by far my favorite one too
Yeah.
on the whole album. Just and it's just really catchy wordplay on the hooks there, so it just really sticks with you. And I think that was certainly where it seemed to me like he was operating at the highest. A couple other tracks that I really liked. I thought PTSD Near the Back was pretty interesting. Like the production on that sounded pretty cool. Kind of a bit more like almost like at the beginning, almost sounds like the beat's going in reverse in a sense. It was pretty interesting. But I gotta be honest, the second half of this project lost me a little bit because I feel like it really like became very inconsistent. Things like Louis Vuitton collar or finer things, but more like toned down and like going for a more like smooth sound that I don't think
Mm.
really fit him, but I appreciate him trying. And then that's followed up with something like Long Night in Knightsbridge, which is a little harder and a little more of that drill sound. So it just kind of is going back up and down to I think more than I was hoping for, but um, certainly some interesting stuff on here. What else stood out to you?
Yeah, I mean, we look back on his mixtape with Fred Again Gang from earlier in 2020, subverting drill expectations and doing things that are a little outside the box, was done in a more noticeable, I think, just higher level way on that mixtape than some of the stuff on this one. That being said, I think a song like "Cry" is really notable for not being a drill beat, flipping Busta Rhymes in I think a meaningful way. I
Mhm.
like that song a lot, but still, when I hear the fucking horror movie soundtrack that is the beat for 2 Chains, it's just, this is what he does. This is what he's done for a few years now. It's really good. So when
Yeah.
Pusha T only raps about cocaine, but there's a reason for that, so it's okay if you're not the most versatile artist the way like someone like Stormzy in the UK is, it's okay.
Yeah. I completely agree, and especially when you're in your lane like Headie one was on Beggars Can't Be Choosers and Two Chains. It's just you're operating at such a high level. You really don't have to venture out too much to be successful. So I think overall pretty satisfied with this, even if it was a surprise. Um, we're gonna add one or two songs onto our Nowstalgia Best of 2021 playlist. So follow us on Spotify.